Hello everyone, it's SloMo and Skelly back again with another video, and today we're playing Q Club 2. Ooh, we nearly got one.
I did nearly get one.
I don't know what to do.
You hit the white ball with the stick, I think.
With the snooker stick. There aren't any decent shots to take. You've done too good of a break.
That's because of how much I love snooker and how good I am at it.
Who's your favourite snookerist? Is it me too?
Me too. Yeah.
Oh, first points on the board.
What am I supposed to do next?
So you go for any colour. Too much on it.
Bit hard.
Did you just guff?
No, I didn't. Innocent.
It's 1-all. Not a lot available, but I'm going to go for this green. Superb. So I started playing International Q Club on the personal computer around the early 2000s and really enjoyed it. And I eventually bought it on the PS2 after my first computer got fried. And on the PS2 it was absolutely appalling. It was like a completely different game. I think it was more like the 3D mode, and having to use a controller for a game that's like the sort of precision that this has was absolutely useless. Oh, it was a terrible shot. I'm going to have to hope I get a red. I got a red. So a break of 9. Very impressive. Oh, I've done it again. Maybe that red will go. No, I don't think it will. Terrible shot. It's your turn. 14-1.
Great stuff. Yeah, love it.
I do genuinely like snooker. I also think this might be the most tedious video that we've done.
I don't think I can...
I guess it depends on what you're into, doesn't it? Because I will sit and watch Richard Herring play snooker against himself every Monday.
Bastard.
Right, so this is the big test. You want to see if you can get a 2-ball break.
I don't even know what that means.
It means putting 2 balls in a row.
Right. Hit it a bit harder, because it's quite far away.
Good shot. Do the lines help too much, or...? Because I kind of feel like without them, this game would be absolutely horrendous.
Yeah.
To an extent, it makes it a little bit too easy at times, but if you miss like a bunch of times in a row, you would just get sick of it. It's like how it's very difficult to make a really good darts game.
What's the one on the Specky that everybody likes?
180 darts, which I had on the Amstrad and really loved it. But the reality is that once you sort of learn where to throw, like where you release the dart, you can do it perfectly every time. Because you can't...
Not having a great time aiming.
You can't really recreate the sort of human element.
Should have hit that a bit harder. How am I going to hit anything in from there? I need to knock it like there, don't I? Hang on then. I need to hit it quite a bit harder.
The thing is, a real professional here, you need to not only pot this red, you've got to get on a colour and you need to break up that cluster of reds on the bottom right side. What a shot.
That was pretty good.
You've got a break of 10, 3 points behind.
Now, what am I going to get from there? Black, maybe? Be a pretty tight angle.
And he's pulled the reds off, which is perfect. That was a superb shot.
I don't think that's a good enough. Maybe it is.
It's going to be tight. Oh, he's cleaning up. Cleaning up. I used to think about what it would be like to be a professional snooker referee.
Right.
I used to think about that as a career because I thought I could do that. I could do the numbers.
Terrible.
That other red was in the way.
Yeah.
So, has he left anything on for me? Yes. Brown, I think. Put a bit of this on the old... I don't know what that does. I get the idea of getting the ball to spin back, but I can't. I don't really understand all the angles and stuff. I mean, I've potted the brown, but I had absolutely no idea where the white was going to go. So, for a little bit of context, last night you and I watched an episode of Tales of the Unexpected.
Tales of the Unexpected.
With a very unexpectedly strong cast.
Yeah.
With Mr. Mackay. Oh, I'm on a colour. Oh, hang on. Do I want to go pink or brown? I think I want to go pink, don't I? With Mr. Mackay and Compo and Harold Steptoe. And I've been thinking about it today. And about what an odd episode it was. Because it was so... There was too much story for like one... Like, it was 24 minutes. And it was so quick the way that they just went, I'm going to go bankrupt. I need some money. Have you thought about robbing a bank? No. Well, why don't we rob a bank? Oh, yeah, all right then. And they just did it.
Yeah.
And then at the end, and it just ended. It was like you got the middle bit of a film. But the thing that really got me was all the red herrings. What was the point of that cat? They made a point to show you a cat. As if, like, the cat... That made me think, right, okay. Somehow the cat is going to give away that they're in this antique shop. And then... When his own dog showed up, I was like, oh, it's not the cat. It's his dog. His dog's going to rat him out by... And why didn't they show his dog when they were, like, at home?
That would have made more sense, wouldn't it?
When Mr. Mackay was at home with his wife... Why didn't they have the dog on their bed or something to establish that it existed?
Yeah.
All of a sudden it was just like, oh yeah, do you know he's got a dog?
Yeah.
And the dog shows up. Why was the dog outside the antiques shop late at night? Why? I mean, I guess they showed his wife, right? Talking to him and not paying attention to him, and he just walked off to establish that she's not really interested in him.
Yeah.
But why, if he's been out like every night digging a tunnel under an antique shop, why isn't his wife going, where have you been?
So, middle-aged men and their hobbies.
Are you looking forward to being a middle-aged man with hobbies?
If it's anything like what my dad seems to be going through, where his hobby seems to be irritating everyone else by asking him loads of questions all the time, I don't know whether that would be fun. All right, I'm going to have to try and slice this. Bastard.
Where's the cue ball going?
Oh. I might dub in a clip of John Virgo there going, where's the cue ball going? You used to watch Big Break?
I remember seeing it. I liked the trick shots were interesting.
I like Big Break, but it's so difficult to watch it knowing what a horrible person Jim Davidson is.
Yeah.
Have you ever played snooker on a full-sized snooker table?
I don't think I have.
It is very tiring.
Just because of the size of it?
There's a lot of walking around and a lot of standing around.
Leaning over.
Yeah, especially when you're an amateur and you're terrible at it, and you're playing someone who's an amateur who's terrible at it. You don't really have time to go and sit down. Like, if you're playing a good snooker player,
yeah,
it's fairly safe to assume that I've got 10 minutes where I can go and have a rest now. But if you're playing someone who's going to be lucky if they can pot 2 balls in a row. The thing is, we would pay for like an hour at the snooker club, but we would barely get like one game finished in that time.
Yeah.
Like, I presume that you've played on a pool table.
Yeah.
The snooker table's about 4 times as big, and you wouldn't think it, but all the angles are like completely different.
Just because there's more surface and less pads.
Yeah, shots that you would make on a pool table that you think that you'll make on a snooker table just don't happen.
Yeah.
I'm trying to snooker you here.
It
hasn't worked. We used to have a snooker table at home. My uncle had one. Unfortunately, because it was his, it was also his to chop up and use for firewood. Long gone. I used to love it.
I used to be friends with a kid who had a small shit.
Used to be friends with a kid who had a small shit.
It's a small shit. He used to, he had a pool table, a small pool table, in his garage. And the two of us spent long time in there making up trick shots and making up pool games.
Oh, yeah.
So rather than you put the stripes and I put the colours, it was like a weird, whatever stupid combinations we could think of. And then whatever we could find in his garage to put on the pool table to make it do this trick shot. See if you can do this trick shot. Like tins of paint and bits of bikes and whatever. That was the most fun I've ever had with a snooker type game. What, I have to get the yellow?
Yeah.
Bastard. I'm not going to do that. No chance.
Well, what you need to do, you don't have any chance of potting it here, so you need to come up with one of your trick shots.
Yeah.
To make it so that I can't hit the yellow.
Make it so that you can't. How the hell do I do that? How do I put the tin of paint down? Don't know what any of this means. What's the difference between hitting it head on and hitting it?
Oh, it'll just go weird ways. Oh my God, he's done it.
Did it on purpose, of course.
It's you being a master. So I need to get the right angle here to hit this yellow. What is the angle going to be like coming off there? Oh, balls to it. Got it.
Why doesn't it show you the deflection? Why doesn't it show you? If it's going to show you it for the balls in the first place.
Well, you've got a chance of potting this. Now, bearing in mind, what is the score? So you're 17 points behind and there's 27 on the table. Nicely on the green. Do you remember an advert with Steve Davis where he used to pretend to be playing snooker and what he was actually doing was eating a tin of meatballs?
No, I don't.
You don't remember that?
I don't remember that at all.
Really interesting. Millions of little Britons have grown up great knowing beans means hides.
Because I used to do it. If I had meatballs. Pretend I was potting the brown. The other what I used to do with meatballs as well, if we had mashed potato with it, is I would try and cover it entirely in mash. So that it looked like a snowball.
Oh, I've not done a great job of this. I think I can hit it at a sharp enough angle.
Do you miss being a kid? Do you miss eating mashed potato meatball snowballs and playing snooker with tins of paint?
Sometimes I do. Oh, that's great.
Why does that go away when you get older?
I saw a question about that on Reddit where people were saying, why don't adults play? Like, why do you never see adults mucking about in a park, climbing a tree or...
I think part of the reason is because of how painful it is just to exist when you're older. You get tired and you ache. I've had an ankle problem since like early January and it's just about gone away. We're recording this in late March. And ever since it's gone away, I've had real horrible backache.
Oh dear.
It's just like one thing goes and then something else happens. I think this is going to win it if I pot this.
Back pain is the worst. Because if you stand up, it hurts. And if you lie down, it hurts. And if you sit down, it hurts.
Yeah, but imagine when you've got a bad Achilles, your heel's knacked, and you can't run up and down stairs to go to the toilet. Dreadful. Oh, shit.
You have to plan ahead of time. Oh, dear.
Oh, I won. 62.45. So that was some snooker. We've also got some pool games to play.
Well, swimming is definitely better than hitting a ball with a stick.
Well, with that being said, I think we'll pick up the pool games in a future video. In the meantime, and in between time, thank you very much for watching. Please remember, if you enjoyed this video, to maybe leave a like on the video, comment on the video, and perhaps even subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to clack those balls or ring that bell. Goodbye.
Tennis.